Wallace. I am here today with my one of the leaders of the Gospel Industry Network. Matter of fact, he is the president of the Gospel Industry Network. Doctor, I'm gonna call you Doctor Bishop Kenneth Wells, and we're just so glad to have you here with us today. And we want to talk about the G.I.N. We want to find out a little bit about where it began. We want to talk about where it's going and some of the things that are happening right now with the G.I.N. So why don't you start out, tell us a little bit about how the G.I.N. got started, the Gospel Industry Network. How did we get started with this organization?
Okay. Well, let me say this first of all, and I'm going to jump into that. I want to let everybody know that one of the greatest affiliates that we have is by one of the hardest working men in the gospel industry, and that's the leader of our East Texas affiliate of the Gospel Industry Network, Mr. Milton Wallace, the workaholic of them all, y'all. Thank you for what you do and what you bring to the table. You're definitely a man of knowledge and wisdom, and you just bring so much to the organization, you and your magnificent team. The G.I.N. Gospel Industry Network was birthed in 2019. We had our first organized meeting in Nashville, Tennessee at the Dove Awards. We were actually birthed out of the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Gospel Announcers Guild / The Alliance. I was the coordinator for that particular organization. And then I just felt that in order to do more in the gospel industry, I had to move and create something else so that, more people will come, because there's just some organizations that some people will not be a part of. And not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but with that particular organization, but just to get other people to come, we started this organization. Now, we are all things gospel. We're radio, we're television, we're print media, social media, record companies, artists, producers, pastors, anything that promotes gospel music belongs here in the Gospel Industry Network. And that's what we do. One thing we want to do, we want to push this music that we create. And one of the problems that we have is we create the music, but we don't own the music. And we got to take ownership back, okay? We have to bring more of an awareness to the consumer or the people that love gospel music. We got to let you all know honestly what's going on, and that's what the G.I.N. is here for. So we have like 70 affiliates from across the country. Every major city, we have a representative or a affiliate in that city. And our job is to, first of all, focus on our local area, just like you do. You're over East Texas. You're always bringing information to your people, and that's what the local G.I.N.s are supposed to do. And then they connect to our national organization, because the national organization filters down things that's happening on a national level. So that's what the G.I.N. does. We have monthly meetings. We have our Zoom calls. And we're really concerned about our music. Gospel music is changing. And I'll say the music is changing. It has changed. But the industry itself has changed a lot too. So we're always coming together and learning how to maneuver, because the system changes a lot. Ever since we don't have CDs anymore, how are people making their money? And these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about when you come to our national conference. We'll jump over to that, which will be taking place in Mobile, Alabama, September the 24th through the 27th. And we have some of the most influential people in the industry that will be coming and bringing things to the table. Earl Bynum, who is our senior vice president out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. Sheila Bell from Richmond, Virginia. She's on Radio One. Ron Briggs, who is, they call him Mr. Kojic. He's one of our vice presidents. Tammy Taylor from Nashville, Tennessee. She's been in the industry for working a long time. So we have so many people coming, and we're just going to be networking. It's still, Milton, it's still who you know. you know. So we really want to encourage people to come out to Mobile, Alabama, and find out how you can be a part of the gospel music industry. You don't have to necessarily be a record label owner or a radio personality. If you are an influencer in your local city, you can be a part of the Gospel Industry Network, because we got to help get the word out, especially when we have some of our campaigns going.
Well, that's great. And one of the things that we set up with our organization is that we have people that can join that are just music lovers. So
Yes,
we have folks that love music. We have two or three members. That's what they do. Some of them are husband and wives of the artists as well,
yeah,
but some of them are not. They're just people who love gospel music, so they support in that way as well. So we, have gotten them involved, got them to start, promoting gospel music out to their friends and relatives as well. And that's really helped us to work on our numbers for our events and different things along that line. So we try to use everybody we have in the area, from all different, like you said, from all different uh, ways that gospel music can be appreciated. We
yes,
try to, involve them. So that's one of the things that we're doing as well. Try to do that. But I'm excited about the upcoming convention that we're going to be having, because I feel like that as we have grown and we are growing, is that we are continuously providing opportunities for
yes,
people to improve and grow, and that's one of the big things for me with our organization here in East Texas, is that we want to educate our
yeah,
folks to make sure they understand about the music business. So many of them, come into it, they say God called them to sing, and then that's all they know. And so they end up, being discouraged and not happy with what's going on, because they, say, I'm pouring all my money in, nothing's coming out. I'm not seeing the blessings happen there. So, we try to help them to understand how to put it all together so that, there'll be a complete package when they present themselves to
yeah.
people, or when they go out. So we try to help them to grow that way as well.
Yeah, you hit it. You hit a key thing. A lot of artists, they just don't know the business. So let me tell y'all, everybody in our industry does not. They're about that money. So some people won't be honest with you and tell you, well, it's not time for you to invest in that yet because you're not there at that level. And we have a lot of artists that come in and they spend a lot of money. Well, this is what the G.I.N is here for. We're going to tell you, you're not ready for that yet. You're not ready to put that investment in that. You're putting in, like the person who would spend $3,000 a month for radio promotions, and they're a new artist, and they get heartbreaking because they're not on the charts. Well, you shouldn't have invested that much money. Someone should have told you that you weren't ready for that market. There's only a certain amount of slots available, for that. So being a part of the gospel music industry network, you have people who will be honest with you, who will walk you through the industry to save you some money. And we'll let you know when you're actually ready for something. And we'll let you know when you're not ready for something. You just got to be, have an ear to receive the truth. That's what
Yeah,
we
that seems to be one of the big issues, that I'm running into as I talk to artists. They want to go from beginning to be a number one in the charts after the first week, and I'm going, nah, don't work like that.
right,
People
right.
trying to, I don't want to fool you. I know I talked to some people the other day. They were saying, well, should I invest in this, and I'm going, no, you're not ready for that yet. Let's go back to square one. Let's make sure you got all your basics. Let's go to the next level. Don't jump from 1 to 25. You got to go to 2, 3, 4, all the way up the line to get there. And I think that that's one of the things that we bring to the table that we can offer them, is to help them to
Yeah,
understand the business and how the processes work, so that way they can make wise decisions. Because like you said, not everybody that's supposed to be in gospel are saved.
yeah,
And so, with that being said, some people will let you spend your money, won't be honest with you, take advantage of it, and then when you complain about it, they'll say, "Well, you want to do it, so here it is. We let you do it."
yeah,
So they just got to be wise, and that's one of the things that we try to, inform our folks to, to understand. One of the other things that I like that we have those connections as well. Like you said before, it's those connections that can
Yeah.
make the difference as well. And
Yeah.
I think that that's one of the benefits that that we have with the organization, is that we do have the connections. And if you work that system correctly, I mean, not from the standpoint that you're just a fan and you're stalking people. I'm not talking about that. But if you make legitimate connections and that you work with people, they can help to guide you along the way to get you where you need to go.
Yeah, I think the G.I.N is a good covering also,
Yes.
because first of all, we are a organization of integrity. We believe that lifestyle is still important, not just the music, making the music, but also still living holy before God, living right before God. And these are the kind of artists that we want to push, people who have the heart of God, who are kingdom minded, So being a part of this organization gives you a covering so that when you're out there, you're not out there alone. You can call your uncles, Uncle Milton, Uncle Kenny, call us, and we're going to give you directions, and call us and ask us about certain people. This is a small industry, and one thing we will do is if people are not right, we will say, hey, stay away from that person because this is this person's integrity, So it's about being covered also,
Yeah, that is important, because I've had to do that a few times. That the artist will ask me about, well, what about working with so and so? And I'm going, okay, let me just be honest about it. I know
Right.
who that person is, and I know how you are. I don't think that'll be a good mix. You don't need to work with them. Not that they're so bad. It's just that you all just the kind of personality you have. I can see it's not going to work. So I'm just giving you that advice up front. And
Yeah.
then there are some people that I know that are not, the most. I don't know what the nice way to say that, but they take advantage of people.
They're,
And so I tell them,
they're trifling, Milton. They're
right,
trifling.
but that's it, yeah. And so I just tell them, no, keep your money, stay away. Don't go with them. You're gonna be disappointed, And I try to do it in a nice way. But the main thing is, I feel like they're my kids to a certain extent, and
Yeah.
I feel like I need to protect them as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah, and we've seen a lot of our kids go up, and we're proud, of them because they listen. You guys can check out our website, the G.I.N, THEGIN.org. Check it out at any time and kind of see what we'll be doing. I'm really excited about some of the classes that we're going to have in Mobile, Alabama, and some of the sessions. Now, we're still working on them, so I can't tell you all of them, but I know there's going to be a lot of things that's taking place in the industry, and we'll be talking about those. We'll have those classes. We'll have special guest speakers on that, publishing and just the changes of gospel music, even how to carry yourself as an artist. We even have classes for pastors, and I'm going to be really working with the pastors because I feel like pastors are important, or they're the missing link to the gospel music industry because they're there to hold accountability, So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about this new thing that we have called the G.I.N rehearsal. And what we're going to do with that, we're going to have 6 choir directors, recording choir directors from across the country, such as Josh Bracey, Eddie Baltrip from San Diego, Earl Bynum, and a few others that'll be there who have music that's being played on the radio. They're going to come and teach this particular song to the audience of people, and we're going to record it for YouTube videos. So you all get to be a part of that, and I'm really excited about, that. And we believe that that's going to help break music. If radio is playing the song and you all take the songs back to your churches and teach it to your churches, that's how you break music, So we're excited about that. We also have different divisions. We have the quartet division. We have the hip hop division. I believe they're starting on last meeting. They said they're going to do the dance. What do they call that? But the
praise dance.
Yeah, all of that. So they're going to have all of that. and then we have our choir division. But we're all in one room learning the same thing. They're basically there to make sure that their genre or their preference of genre of music is not forgotten. So
Right.
we're not separate when we're in our classes, hip hop quartet. We're all in there learning the same thing at the same time.
And I'm glad to know about the doing the praise dance in the mime area, because one of the guys there in Mobile, as a matter of fact, very good. I'm sure he's going to be one of the main folks involved there. Very good teacher. He has a very good mime and praise dance program. So I'm excited about that as well. So that's going to be great.
Oh, good. We got to make sure that the pledgers, let me tell you, we do have Mobile leaders. Danny Pledger and his wife Danielle are our Mobile affiliate leaders, and I will be placing their phone numbers and information on this video so that you can get them. Another personal contact will be recording artist Yvonne Matthews. They're an amazing legend in the Mobile area. But people will be coming from all over the country to this conference, the 24th of September through the 27th. And all I can say is we're going to have a good time. We're also a casual organization, so you don't have to bring a lot of suits. Now, on that Saturday, we do believe that we're going to have our first award show. And some people say, oh, not another award show. But look, the difference between this one is the voting is done by the industry, legitimate industry people. So when the results come out, they make sense, you know. So we're looking forward to that. We'll have nightly showcases. And you know, a lot of people, the first thing you think is, well, I want to go and sing. The first thing that should come to your head is, I want to come and I want to meet people like Milton and Bishop Kenneth Wells. Because it's not, you know, when we come to these conferences, yeah, it's okay to do showcases, but build a relationship with us. You know, shake our hands, get our telephone numbers, and send us music. That's what's going to really do it, you know.
Right.
But
That's a big thing. You know, when I go to the conventions now, you know, for a while I couldn't go because I was taking care of my mom, and so it made it hard for me to really get to know these folks. I talked to them on the phone, but that still wasn't like meeting them. But once I had an opportunity to meet them, it really made a difference as far as things that I could do, the connections that we had, the relationships that we had, because I could see a picture, but now I had a face and I had a voice and I could, you know, shake their hand, and all those things definitely made a difference. And from there, I was able to, you know, to expand my network and grow from that a whole lot. So I really encourage people to take advantage of that, because Mobile is a great area. They have a lot of great music, and they got a lot of great artists in that area as well. So it's going to be good to know them and connect with them as well.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I went when we did our site visit. I really like Mobile. I didn't know that, even just the city. I didn't know it was the first place for the Mardi Gras. The original Mardi Gras started there. So they got like the little area that looks like the French Quarters. And, you know, it's a good vacation spot. So if you're going to come, you can even come early just to enjoy Mobile. They got the African American Museum that has the last pieces of the last slave ship there. That was exciting. We went there and I just ate some great food. And I loved just driving through the city, looking at some of the older, you know, homes. So Mobile is a great city. It's not too far. It's an hour from Pensacola. So if you're flying in Mobile, they only have 3 airlines: United, Delta, and American. Otherwise, you have to fly in through Pensacola, Florida is like the next place. It's an hour away. So, and our registration is only $150. I think if you missed the deadline, it may be $175 by now, but included with that is 2 breakfasts and 3 breakfasts and a buffet lunch. That's included in registration packet. So that's good, because I saw a conference recently that it was close to $300 with no meal.
Right. Hmm.
So
That's it.
we're giving you 3 breakfasts and a lunch, and we're staying at the Marriott, and our rooms are very, very reasonable for a Marriott. We're about 10 minutes from the airport, another 7 minutes from downtown. So it's a great location. So again, go to our website, thegin.org, thegin.org, and you'll see all the information there.
Right. I definitely want to stress that about going to the website to get the information, to see the hotel, to get, actually sign up. And I want to strongly encourage you, don't wait till the day you get there to sign up, because as we're planning, we need to make sure that we have enough of everything that we can, make sure that you have the best experience that you have. So please make sure that you sign up as early as you can. We don't want you to, if it comes down to it, you have to wait till that last day and then sign up when you get there. Okay. But we really would love for you to sign up ahead of time, because that helps us as far as knowing who we have coming, how we can prepare for them, things that we can do, how we might can even get you more involved. You never know, give you opportunities to do those things too. But it's just a great opportunity all around. I know that if you show up for this, you will be pleased. You will enjoy it. I think that it's going to be a benefit to you. Well, I know it's going to be a benefit to you just because of the people that are going to be there. So I really want to encourage you to take part in it, be a part of it. And we're looking to bring a big number with us from East Texas as well, and Texas as a whole.
Yes, yes. And if you don't have a G.I.N affiliate in your local area, please reach out to us. My phone number, my personal cell number is 909-733-2700. And my email is bishopkenwells@yahoo. I'm going to place that on the screen. And my cell number is best to text me. And wherever you're coming from, we'll make sure that we connect you with a local G.I.N affiliate leader. So I'm
right. And if they don't have anyone in that area, you will find somebody to connect them to as well, just to make sure. So if you're from Idaho or somewhere like that, we'll make sure that we find someone close to you, or they can work with you to help you, to work with you on your music. So
that's funny that you would say Idaho, because we definitely don't have nobody.
Right. That's the reason why I made that example, because I thought they'd get the point from that. We that's how determined we are to connect you with somebody.
Yes, that's true. We don't want anybody left behind. So
that's it.
Again, we look forward to shaking hands with you all and just networking. Let me tell y'all, networking is important. Building relationships with people is the most important, and it's the best investment that you can ever make for your career.
Wonderful. Well, Bishop Wells, we really appreciate you taking the time today to talk with us about the G.I.N as a whole, and talk to us about the convention that's upcoming, because it's important. Time is moving. We're moving closer and closer to that date, but we definitely want to see you there at the National Convention in September 24th through the 27th. Oh, one thing I wanted to say, Bishop, that we maybe need to tell them too, we're finishing on Saturday, so that they'll have time to get back on Sunday to go to church if they need, or if they decide they want to stay over, and that'd be a good day they could tour as well, the city, if they need to see that. But the main thing is to know is that we'll be finished on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, late, or Saturday night at the latest, so that if you want to get back to your local church on Sunday, you would possibly have an opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah, whatever event we have on Saturday, it'll be like at 4:00, and we should be done by 6:37. So if you have to catch like a 9:00 air flight or something like that, you good.
Wonderful. Well, again, we want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. Thank you for sharing that information, and we are looking forward to seeing you and everybody else there at the convention in September. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Milton.